Alright, let's see where we gotta go here.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Damn. This guy's mean.
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
Hold on, man. I got another question.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
Jeez. Guy just talks a lot of crap.
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition. If you must. Bravo.
Yes, I must.
Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere.
I really like
we
the
don't
voice
hide
acting
in the
this game.
dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Scythial stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Scythial. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
I'm done with that dude. He talks a lot of crap. I'm just stealing. Oh, evidence chest. Oh, okay, so once I gather evidence, I put that stuff in there. Okay. There's a dude up here I gotta talk to, I think. Yeah, there we go.
You there! Cut it out!
I mean, I didn't meant to talk to you, bro. Dude.
How can I help you, my friend? But certainly. What would you like to know?
This dude was actually a cat when I first met him. He met me at the gates of the Serial or Sicil, whatever it's called. And he was a cat.
Indeed, I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Scythial. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guide? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate.
I think the most impressive thing about this game so far is just the fact that, you know, I played it on my laptop, and there was a lot to it in terms of like going into your inventory and battle, changing stuff up. The transition from the PC, you know, mouse and keyboard to the DualShock 4 in this instance, I'm sure it's just as good on the Xbox One. The controls on the DualShock 4, it's seamless, man. I mean, it's so easy. Once I get into combat, I'll show you, but
to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness, you couldn't possibly imagine the thrill.
It's just really easy to maneuver. I mean, it'll still take some getting used to because there are a lot of like inventories and a lot of sub categories you can go into, but overall, it's pretty sweet.
It's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I
already read all this stuff.
Let's just say I have found a way by all means.
I already did that.
And what might those be?
I already did all that, so I can leave. Bye! Is there anything in here? Look, this guy's got books standing like on Ghostbusters. I think anything I open here is going to be stealing, so... Hey, maybe not.
What do you think you're
Sorry.
doing?
I didn't realize I was going to piss you off, dude. Cool. So now I know not to mess with him.
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
Oh, sneak mode. Okay.
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
Happens to the best of us. More than a few temptations accompany authority, no?
So this is where the co-op would be fun when you, because there's the banter back and forth between the two. You and your sidekick here. The co-op would be really fun because it creates like personalities and relationships between them. So it'll be pretty cool to play as cooperatively
You don't think it's
someday.
infected, do you?
So now that I've got
Now,
the
I
captain's
pulled her off you
permission,
before
let's go
she
talk
could do
to
any real damage.
Esmeralda real quick here, and then we'll go investigate the crime scene. She's up there.
Thank the seven, we secured the perimeter.
There's chickens running around everywhere. Esmeralda's got some nice digs here. Oh, she does a shop. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get some good weapons here.
My, what a strong and handsome
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only
So you're a gold
princess
digger.
just the same.
Let's
Like I
talk
told
to
just
Sharon.
about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Well, what do you want to know? Can you tell this is the most ancient city in Amdervale? That pagan statue jutting out from the harbour is thousands of years old, in fact. If an orcish cannon damages any of the ancient structures, there'll be hell to pay. Praise be that Arhu the wizard has the wits about him to build these newfangled weapons of his, or Sicil would have been the very throne of decay by now. Because of him, life here is almost bearable again, despite the walking dead. Though it's rather eerie and perplexing at the same time to think about how quickly one adjusts to the great dangers when a handful of guardians holds them at bay.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she
Suspicious
actually
Minds
did the
Trophy.
evil deed.
That's what just popped up there. I might as well see if I can do business with her real quick. Hey, girl.
The hunter returns!
I'm
I
here
hope you are
to see
here
what
to
you-
shop rather than sleuth.
What do you got here? It's pretty much the same one I got. Spear of a Doctor, Olden's Staff. She got some armor. What I got to sell here? I got nothing to sell. Like, I gotta do some serious looting. I'm almost full already. Alright, well, I'll come talk to you later. Alright, so we'll go investigate the scene now. I think that is right here.
Thank the seven, we've secured the perimeter.
If you hit up and down, it zooms in, and then circle. I like to back it up a little bit.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lots of shops, food, weapons, stuff like that. You can barter. I think if you donate to each vendor, if you just donate gold or something along those lines, your reputation will increase between them. Oh, did I miss the door? Oh, no, it's over. I did miss the door.
quiet day on the market, it seems.
I just joined this guy's like fellowship or
Like the sort who concerns
like a
myself
faction
with
or something
such
like that. Sends you on some random missions, take care of some other stuff. So I gotta tell this dude we're good.
Stop right there. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Oh. Damn.
Source
Whoa.
was
What the hell happened? I don't know what happened. We all just got laid out. Is there a trap in there? Whoa.
what? What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Stuff just lighting up as we walk down this path.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. It will consume us all.
What's this dude? Is that a pig? Oh no, it's a... I don't know what the hell that is, but he's cool looking.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
Who are you?
Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
All right.
As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Where the hell are
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
What?
Show, don't tell, I always say.
Come on, man.
So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Uh-oh. All right.
Maybe quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him. Have a look through the looking lens.
Look. Oh, this is where the hell's it looking? Ah, there we go. That doesn't look so bad. It's kind of pretty. Oh, that thing looks scary.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long, dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
Oh boy. You believe we are somehow connected to this place?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite.
Alright.
Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one. Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the
Oh,
mystery?
come on.
As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. After you, after you. Oh...
This dude just gives out the most vague information. He wants me to jump into a portal. I'm gonna take some of your stuff, dude. Oh, he let me take it. Damn, thanks, man. I don't know what vials are. I don't know if they're even that important. Let's see. Bottle of beer, yes. Bottle of wine, yep. Let's take that for our trip. I don't know if I have limit. Oh, 150 items? Oh, dude, we're taking everything. Well, what's you got here, buddy? I like this little search thing. If you hold down X, it'll search the area. Because some of the items are pretty small. But if you get close like this and you hold down X, it'll light everything up and you can see everything that's available to you at this where you're at. Oh, this is pick up. Oh, and then you can just select X to pick all the stuff up you want. That's really nice. Because like I said, some of the items are small and they don't light up unless you're close to them, so it's easy to miss like little keys and stuff. Alright, we're going to jump into this thing. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, you know what this thing told me? Quick save all the time. Just in case we jump in here and it's like the final boss for some reason, we just get...
Yes! Just as I hoped! There she is! There it is!
Where are you going?
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Look at this dude. Can I walk on this? I can search this stuff though. Yes. Let's see. Actions. Homemade short bow. See, that's awesome. I like that. It's like Skyrim. You read your books, and you'll learn things, abilities, and such. I got a couple books you haven't read yet. Traveler's Journal. Oh, this one right here. I gotta read. That one didn't do anything. Hey, look, somebody's sitting up here chilling.
He, milady, the weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
Jeez, get a room, you two. These guys are just gonna stroke each other
You have
off.
brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction
I'm strange?
exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Sure is.
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected, but yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see?